Okay, we're live. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Okay. So massive updates. I think everyone is up to par on all of the updates that came down. Correct?
Totally.
Okay,
I can defend only once per turn.
that is correct. With shield.
Gotcha. So it's like
Also,
a parry.
kind of, but instead of using the weapon's dice roll, you actually get a full value off of the stat of the shield.
Right.
So,
Okay.
if a person's wielding a weapon and they would rather duel and use a parry action versus a shield block action, shields are better at doing that.
Okay.
But
Could I
you
do
can still
both?
no,
Okay.
one or the other. So if you throw your shield, you're still going to be able to parry, but coffee. Okay. Oh, that's a little better. Okay. The sweetness finally dispersed. All right. So just gonna start deleting stats here off of things that the tank does not need. So, special announcement due to the new class updates and there being 2 new classes in the game and some changes to it. Ashley's primary stats and stuff changed. A number of her things changed, and she ended up voluntarily switching to the new beta. Thankful to that. Also, Panzer did the same, and he is no longer playing the warrior class. He is playing the noble class.
Which
Congratulations to
just
Panzer.
makes sense.
We do not have resolve. And what was the other one we don't have? Vitality, strength, defense, resilience, no knowledge. There we go. All right. So, you guys met Vidoma in town. You went back to the house. For the sake of speeding things up, before you go to the soiree tonight, would you guys like to start working on the tank today before our Panzer goes, or do you want to run Panzer's vampire soiree first? I'm leaving it
We
up to
have
you
been
guys.
trying to do this thing for Panzer for a while, so we can do that.
Okay, we got 1 vote for Panzer and the vampire party.
I won't be
I'm good to do Panzer first.
Okay.
because I don't do blood.
Okay. So we'll say, for the sake of, unless there's anything you want to do in specific, like getting the shop ready or anything.
I was literally gonna say I'm getting the shop ready, getting parts ready, and all this other shit.
Okay. Have you guys? Let me double check the party's purse here quick. Did you guys ever Okay, you still have your diamonds, your emeralds. Okay, so I'm going to presume that you guys have not paid for the parts for the tank yet, correct?
I think we set aside what we need for the tank, but I don't remember. It's been
Let
so
me
long.
double check the math here.
Like they're still in our inventory, but we technically haven't took them out or whatnot.
Yeah, 500 gold times it is a gold piece is worth 100. That's 50,000. 8 emeralds. I think you guys have already paid for it. I think that's what we did. I think you guys have already paid for it because the amount of diamonds that you have left in your inventory do not cover the expenses that you have. And I know you guys were primarily using diamonds. All right. So, while Panzer is getting ready for his party, he's got his toga on.
Toga.
We'll say that Carl is running around ordering parts, collecting them and stuff for the duration of the day and into the evening and into the next morning.
There is a couple of things I want to do before I go.
Okay. Let's Ashley, is there anything you wish to do, or are you going to be accompanying Panzer? Just going to ask first.
I'll stick by Panzer.
Okay.
Okay. So, Panzer, take it away.
Alrighty. First question, game mechanic. It's a new one for me. Appraisal.
Yep.
Making a skill. What's this?
Got it. All I can hear in my head is Jack Skellington. What's this?
That's exactly
What's
what I was thinking. Would
now,
this be
unfortunately,
based off of knowledge?
Let's see here. What's this? I would say knowledge is an applicable stat. You can use observance if you want. It's up to you.
Knowledge.
Okay. So go ahead and make the notation in writing the skill. It makes sense considering that knowledge is now the secondary or tertiary skill of the noble class. So Panzer's going to get smart, guys.
Oh, no. You're going to realize all the shit I've been putting in this food.
Level 20, I will have writing.
All right. In the meantime, Oliver, I'm gonna go ahead and put your tank in the very bottom of your character area. So all the things that apply to your character is there.
Oh shit! You have all that stuff in here now. Holy crap!
How many of those things can you see?
Like shit ton. No, I'm kidding. I see like the list of parts, journal, lamp, phoenix ring, ring of moonlight, necklace of world elemental, and tank.
Okay, so the 4 that you have not achieved yet, you don't actually have visible to you. Okay, just making sure. Because those things have massive details and stuff written into their character area that I'm not ready for you to have yet.
Why not?
Just not, okay? All right. Ashley, thank you for rolling all those stats. That was very helpful. Panzer, rolling D16. I'm going to say, no, that's a failure because the minimum success rate is a 15 as standing, so you need to roll a 16 or higher. You can try to burn another point, spend some more time looking at it if you want. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll do it one more time.
By all means. 18. Okay. Let me go to the character area. Panzer. Press button. Gauntlets of... Okay. So I think you have it listed already here. They're called the Gauntlets of Oaklath.
Yes.
I
do have it listed.
Edit. I don't have actual gauntlets for a picture yet, but I will get them eventually. Okay. Item.
Take off 2 skill points. Yeah. Cool. 5.
Choose was night vision, receive double the effect. Oh, ow. Feel sorry for them. Oh, nice, comfy.
I hit the P. Gotta do some character. Character is not how. Wait a minute. Why? There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Now, due to the nature of medical history that you know, Panzer, you get the idea with this. You could actually cause the heart to, start pumping again against its will. You would be able to
Right.
start reviving someone. But you realize that if you make that circular circuit that you need to use both gloves on the person at the same time. The arc that it would make through your body as well would also drop you to 0 hit points. It would stop your heart. Yeah, so when you use the 5 charges to revive a character, you go to 0 HP and you begin bleeding out as well.
Okay, but I could just eat my food, right?
No, because you would be unconscious at that point. At 0 HP, you require medical attention from someone else to stop bleeding and start increasing your hit points. Once you go above 0, then you're up. You can eat food. You can technically food cannot restore hit points.
I
when
was
you're wounded.
considered food, my food.
Yes. You would not be able to use your souls as a reaction or anything to this effect. You would need someone else to bring you back up from 0 before you started bleeding out. Yes, it's a very scary cursed item, but still useful if you can find ways to work around the curse.
Okay.
Not as terrible. Yeah, I know. Not as terrible as the cursed armor, but pretty bad. You guys went and played with cursed items. Also,
And I want more.
I forgot to put in your Armor of Wrath, so I'm gonna add that out quick.
Another question.
Yep.
I can use a charge to deal an extra D16 worth of damage. Does that hurt me as well? Do I
No.
take that D16? Okay.
Nope, because it's not an arc going through your body.
Okay. Could someone else put the other half on and we both clear?
No.
Okay. Hey, I'm just thinking, all right?
Yeah, creativity, yes. Ability to control both gloves at the same time with the same person wearing them? No.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Are my clothes dusty or anything like that?
Nope. We got them cleaned last week, or the last time we played.
Yeah, I remember doing that. 'Cause I made soap.
Oh, that's right.
Bend over, big boy.
Okay,
Carl, go under your character sheet quick and tell me how many armor points your cursed armor gives you. The I think it's partial plate or P plate.
Wait, you said that's in my. Oh, here it is.
I'm gonna
AP 50.
go. Curse.
Take a long time. I haven't worn my Apple Watch in forever. And it's trying to update it now.
I'm gonna head to Marnith.
Okay, give me a minute. I'm still
Yep.
writing the curse for Carl's official armor.
I'm glad I got some use out of my new proficiency. That's a important information there.
Like I said, drama. I can never spell possible correctly. There we go. Let's see here. Remove curse bracelets. Period. All right, save changes. Armor of Wrath should be just above the tank. Double check that. Actually, I'm going to just show to players. Anyone see any workarounds that makes this unclear or anything?
Did you say it's underneath tank?
Above.
Yes, it's an Oliver's thing just above Armor of Wrath. I put it on the screen for everyone to see. Armor of Wrath. I hit show to players.
I don't
I
see
don't
it.
see anything.
Okay, let me edit it so everyone can see it. All players. There we go. Save changes. Show to players.
Oh, there we go.
Let me get the NPC Murnith out. Party's allies.
Does he know what his curse is?
I do not know yet.
Technically, no, not yet. There is a level of... Wait a minute. Why does Juliana not have a character token? The fudge? Okay, I gotta fix that later. Side quest characters.
I ate her.
Guardians, shopkeepers, merchants, queens. Oh, there's Anya. Hello. Well, heck. Okay, I am missing... Oh, that's why. Tanya and Murnith. Tanya and Murnith don't actually have character sheets yet. Okay, that's my problem. Alright, now I gotta go hunting for their characters. Give me a second, guys. I apologize. I need to make character sheets for all my NPCs from now on. Down, down, down. Goblin. I'm just literally scrolling through the history of the game, basically, at this point. That's when Jova joined the campaign. There's Murnith. Okay. Murnith. Yeah. She's there. There's Juliana. Why she was not using this character token before, I don't know. Hey, Ashley, do you want some more homework? She's coughing in the background. She's so allergic to homework. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna hide Tanya in a side room so she doesn't have to be privy to your conversation if you don't want her to be. Alright, so we're also gonna say that the imp is here, everyone else is outside. Vidoma and Panzer, you head into the basement to speak to Murnith. Close Why will my Armor of Wrath not close? There we go. Okay. All right. Myrnith is available.
And we're alone? I mean, with Ashley there, that's fine.
Ashley there is fine. You can have Juliana leave if you want. They're practicing dueling together.
Yeah. Um.
You're gonna have to speak up, Panzer.
Oh, I said, how do I do that again? I got my tab.
There you go. Don't
She
forget
needs to leave. Go outside.
She's just kind of like mid-stance fencing. She's just like gives you a dirty look, and she's like, "Fine." Wow!
I didn't know she could do that.
I didn't know she could do that either. Just leans up against the fence, perturbed. All right. Ashley, you can put Vidoma on the screen too if you want. You're muted, FYI.
So you really want to go through this?
Are you asking about my resolve to kill my lover who lied to me?
Well, I mean, he's going to die either way. You're going into a nest.
I will be, you didn't want to speak about the details of our plan. I'm not planning on being in the nest.
That makes me feel a little better. Okay. If anything happens, get out. If you can't get out, find me.
In this situation, I'm going to do a character. Let's see. It should be fair to do 3d8 for an insight. 12. No, not successful. She can't read you. She doesn't read anything. That's it. She takes you at your word. Very well. Goes back to cleaning up her sword.
I pop out here and I check on her.
Done playing with your daughter yet?
Keep her safe.
You just walk away after that, or are you just staring at
Yep.
her? Okay. You get her irritated look on her face softens just a little bit as you walk away. She gets the idea that, you really do care. You're not just kind of a gruff, fighter, bite everything kind of character.
A biker.
I said bite everything, but yeah.
Yeah, I heard biker. I'm like, cat. Let me get on my bike.
Giant Reiner goes.
Yes.
More like nom 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 nom. Okay, I'm sorry. All right.
Vidoma?
Yep, I'm here.
Are you going to the party as well?
Yeah, look, I got my fancy dress on and everything. Like, just gesture to my road clothes.
You do know what kind of party it is, right?
Vampires, right?
Yeah.
I know.
A full nest.
I'm not scared if you're there.
Ashley, would it, considering that the current form is a raven currently, would it be reasonable for him to speak like a raven?
I guess.
Okay. At your comment of that, you kind of hear under the breath in on your ear as he's on your shoulder. He's like, "You could look better."
Smack a bird.
I kind of take a step back. Like I'm. All right, just making sure you know where I'm going.
I understand that this is a really dangerous and precarious situation.
Correct.
And I don't want to sound too sappy or anything here, but like, I just got you back and I spent the last, I don't know how long, naming zombies after you. So I'd rather you not be a zombie. So I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen.
I just have a happy look on my face.
And I can't see it.
Ah. All right. I mean, I'll be there. So it should be fine.
That's why I'm not scared.
Meanwhile, while you're having this wonderful, friendly, family conversation, the raven is picking bits of dust and traveling dirt off of your traveling clothes. Just, kind of doing his best to groom the clothes to make them look the best they can.
I will literally throw this bird off of my shoulder if he does not stop doing that.
Flutters over to a
I
branch.
will football throw this bird.
Like, how dusty or worn is the clothes?
Roll a D100, Ashley, if you would, please.
Okay.
I'll use analyze.
It could use some soap. It's in the medium range of, travel wear.
Okay. And for me, medium is fine.
Yeah.
There's kind of like this pause and I kind of in a need to fill the silence. I'm like, I'm joking about the clothes, right? I'm like a noble's daughter. I have dresses.
Oh. Okay. Well, is Oliver still here, or has he already left in town?
Oliver, do you want to be here?
What time of the day is it right now?
I would say it's approximately 10:30 in the morning.
And I'm used to having everything up in my face. I'm used to being in VR. I have to get up to the fucking laptop now.
Ah, dude, it's physically starting to change you. Oh dear.
I'm used to also playing be in VR while doing this too. Man. Nah, I just go out and just get shit.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Only thing I really need to get is like a little bit extra supply.
Okay. So, for the sake of, Oliver has already departed for the day.
Okay. Just checking. I'm gonna head into town.
I'm gonna go with you.
Of course. And I kind of like squat down a little bit, and like some spikes are right there, so she can use as a ladder.
So, are you walking into town, or are you taking a mount?
I'm gonna take a mount.
Okay. Ashley, you ride on Panzer in the mount, or are you gonna take Star with you?
All right on Panzer, because I missed this.
Okay.
This is nice.
It's gonna be really bumpy.
roll me a charisma check, Panzer, and take advantage on it since you're riding a Reinar who is intimidating.
Is this the Reinar that Sam and I
What?
managed to get?
I think you hit the
Oh,
wrong
sorry.
button, John.
I did.
Yes, this is the mature baby Reinar. It just matured like last session or the session before.
Oh my word!
All right,
21.
21. Yeah, you start riding into town, and the guards know you. You live outside the walls, but the guards know you at your entrance to town. Let me go ahead and transfer you to Shrikar. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
But every time
we-
you guys have ever gone in and out of town, especially in Old Walk, the bowls has typically been the higher end of town. They're pretty well known. This is immediately outside of this area of town is the countryside. Nobles go in and out of here all the time to visit the farms, visit the fields, look at the forests, stuff. Amongst all of the small carriages and dainty, lords, ladies, and other such like merchants, etc., here comes the gruff 11-foot tall lizard man with a goblin on his shoulder riding a Reinar, equivalent to basically the mammalian version of a dinosaur, down Main Street. The guards are just standing there like, what the fudge?
Nice.
You are literally turning all eyes. So where would you like to go?
I just have a very proud look.
Yeah.
Chest puffed out.
Now, I will say, you did say that the ride was going to be, bumpy.
A little
but
bumpy, yeah.
Interestingly enough, no, the Reinar is not a bumpy ride. He is not a fast mount, but he is a steady mount. So there is a slight sway, a slow sway back to side, but imagine, the concept of riding a Bronchiosaurus or something that's a large creature that just kind of saunters back and forth. Its massive weight literally swinging back and forth so that it can, move its legs without, putting too much
Tipping.
effort in. Yeah. It literally sways side to side as these massive flat elephant-like feet just slowly
Is there
carry
thud?
it forward. Oh yeah. This thing stands like 7 feet tall.
Yes.
Yeah, this actually no. Speaking wise, horses stand about 7. You're looking at a 10-foot tall mount. So yeah, your head is literally second level for most windows in the town. Like you're looking in through second story windows if you turn your head, pretty much.
Yes.
That's amazing.
So thump. It's just this giant man-eating mount, just tamely, calmly, intimidatingly walking down Main Street. Where would you like to go?
I am going to go crazy. I need to fill up my bag, my medical bag.
Okay. You didn't do that last session? I thought we did that last session after the... Okay, well...
I might have.
I'm pretty sure you did. I want to say that you bought all the stuff to fill it up last session.
Okay.
You were
Okay.
you were a little scatterbrained. You were working off your phone. So go ahead and write in that that's filled. If not, congratulations, you get free medical supplies.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that we took care of that.
Okay. I'll take it.
Okay. What's next? I want to try to keep the ball rolling tonight because it's been way too long.
Yep. I want to look for jewelry.
Jewelry. Okay. Go ahead and roll me an observance check. Ashley, I'm gonna go ahead and if you wish to give him the help action, you
You.
can with a
I
knowledge
will.
check.
Knowledge.
Yes, because your previous knowledge in this town, you have done some shopping before. You would know where some of the jewelry stores are, potentially.
It's okay. Even with help, I don't think I can find anything.
Ashley with a 10, Panzer with a 5. Okay. I mean, it's not impossible to find a jewelry store.
It's oh, sorry. I'm not proficient. It's not a D20. It's a 13.
It's a 13.
Standard.
Okay, a 13
Standard
plus
check.
2. That's a 15. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Vadoma.
Yeah.
Well
So you do find a couple. Are you gonna go shopping high end or mid grade?
Mid.
Mid. Okay. So you go into you stop outside. There is a spot to tie up your Reinar. Just so none of the other animals and stuff, other horses, other carriages don't have problems, you might want to put out something for the Reinar to eat. Just warning you, you have enough knowledge of this carnivorous beast that if you don't feed him, there may be an altercation.
Yeah. I give him some meat and I say stay.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me. You have animal handling, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a charisma check with animal handling. $25. Nice. All right. Yeah. You point your finger at him like stay, and he just kind of immediately nuzzles your hand like I love you.
As he nuzzles, I put some food like close to his face and like drop it. See if he catches it. And then
yeah,
walk off.
he does. He's just jerked meat, whatever food you're
Jerked.
jerked meat. He's just sitting here and just slowly his beak-like mouth slowly absorbing it in, and just chomping down on it. Some of it falls to the ground. He picks it up. He's happy.
Okay. Awesome. I walk in.
Okay.
I kind of bend in to get inside.
Oh yeah, you're gonna probably need to avoid hitting the door jamb, Vadoma.
Okay.
I said I bend down to get into the door.
It is an
Careful.
8-foot door. You are 11 feet tall, even if you bend down. Go ahead and make me a dexterity check with advantage, Vadoma.
Oh.
Okay.
You've done this before. You know how it's gonna go. He starts bending down.
Okay, I have a quick question before I roll this.
Mhm.
My dexterity is like the score, and then it says +5. Does the score already include the +5, or do I add 5 extra?
On the let me pull up your character sheet quick because I think I notated it already in there, but let me double check. Abilities and attributes. This is dexterity.
No, because like I'm editing it now, and I'm not sure. Like I typed
okay.
it,
You
but
don't have any of the ability stuff that I put in here. Okay. So it's supposed to be a dexterity of a D16 or whatever you roll, and it should be. Oh wow, 9 + 5. Yeah, your dexterity is a 14.
okay, that's what I wanted to know: is if it was the 9 + 5, or if the 9 already included the +5, because I couldn't remember.
Yeah, your base stat rolled at the beginning of the game was a 9, correct? Yeah, because you get 3 dice. So yeah, that is. You have a very high dexterity.
Awesome.
I cannot believe your armor value is 18 standard. That is insane.
Yeah, me neither.
Oops.
She
Didn't
has
mean to
a
roll
lot.
twice.
She has a lot lower hit points than you do, so that makes up for it. Let's see here. So D16, 23. Okay, yeah, you're fine. You have done this before. You ball up right next to his head, and you are safe. All right. You come back up to height. You are almost Gandalfing it in here. The chandelier's in the way. You have to move it aside.
Yes.
But the gentleman at the counter, he's like, welcome. You must be the leader of the Primordials. It is such an honor, sir. Word has been on the street of your recent endeavors. Quite politically interesting. I'll say much. How can I help you today?
No reason to be scared. I'm here for a necklace.
A necklace, of course, sir. It goes over to like a glass case. These come up to about probably your knee, your thigh, somewhere in there. Lots of ornate gold, silver necklaces, some platinum, some scattered with jewels, other things like that. What are you looking for?
Madoma, what color dress are you going to be wearing to the party?
Oh, you're serious? What colors are there?
Blue, there's green, there's red. And like at this point I realize, oh right, she can't see. So I'm just like I'm just giving her the color so she can pick one.
Which dress should you wear? Which dress?
I will
I'll
throw.
help.
I grab the bird by the neck and throw it out the window, or at least where I imagine the window is.
You hear a
Right into the wall.
You hear a thud on glass. Ow! Son of a bitch!
I think maybe there's a blue one.
Blue. Okay. I'm looking for a necklace that has a sapphire in it.
Of course, sir. Would that be gold or silver? Highly recommend silver. Inexpensive, but quite nice on the blue sapphire.
I think that would look lovely.
All
Silver
right, then.
sounds nice.
He pulls out a number of boxes from underneath the counter. Some of them are just a simple silver wire braid with a simple sapphire dangling like a water droplet. Others have like little scales, kind of like Egyptian neck pieces with sapphires in places around it. You get the idea that the larger the piece, the more expensive it will be.
Right. I'm thinking the teardrop or the Egyptian.
Okay.
Might I see these two?
They're out on the counter. You can handle them. They're
Okay.
Yeah.
I pick one of them up and I put it around her neck to see if it fits.
Okay.
Because she has probably a small neck.
The ones with the scales are definitely not made for a small creature, but
Okay.
the one with the braid definitely can fit. It can be adjusted to fit.
Okay. We'll do that one.
Okay, let me pull up my gym cost sheet. Let's see here. I know I have it in here. There we go, gem value chart. And we said sapphire with silver. Sapphire.
What does it feel like?
It feels like a string of metal around your neck with a hard rock dangling from a metal facet. About just below your collarbone neck area.
Is it smooth? Is it soft?
It's very smooth.
Is it sharp?
No, not sharp at all. It's very smooth.
Feels pretty.
It does.
You look down, and the price is not labeled on the box. You notice that none of the prices in here are actually labeled.
I'll use appraisal.
Okay. Go ahead.
My 3rd point for the day.
Yep. This would be a slightly different skill from the other one.
Value?
Value. Yeah, just what is the value?
I love the name of my skills.
Yes. Oh, Caleb messaged me.
I'm gonna type it up in a minute.
Got it.
Knowledge.
Go back to the chat log.
Uh,
11. Unfortunately, you aren't able to ascertain the value of this particular item.
okay.
Actually, no. Even with a 15, you wouldn't be able to do it. You'd have to beat it.
Like a skill, but yeah, 15's not high enough still, sadly.
Yeah. You could ask him the price, but you get the idea that it's valuable. That's about it.
Okay. So what I will do is
I will give you this just because of your history with gems and jewels, etc. You know that
Mhm.
the base average value of a sapphire like that is probably going to be around the 1,000 copper pieces value, or probably about 100 citrines.
so what I will do is I'll put 1 emerald down and 2 opals.
Okay, let me see here quick. Opals versus 80 copper. Emeralds are 750 copper on their average.
And I'm going to be using my alligator bards and trades.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a charisma check for me, and
Yep.
you gain the advantage for that.
Yep.
29. Nice. Okay. Fortunate for you, in this day and age, most jewelers manufacture their wares actually in the shop. You can actually hear ever so slightly, especially you, Vidami, you can hear it behind the soundproof doors of the house. There's actually people in the back hand grinding jewels, and you can hear small hammers slowly hammering out items. They're actually manufacturing the jewelry in this shop. He looks at the value here. He pulls up that little glass to examine the gems, and he's like, "Very, very nice. Yes, this payment will be more than enough. Please and thank you, sir." And he pulls out from underneath the counter a small little certificate. I'm going to go to Vadoma, add a handout. If I could actually spell tonight, I just can't. Demon of Terror in players' journals. All players can be edited by Demon of Terror.
Which handout has the list of unarmored values?
That would
Classes.
be all classes. Yes.
Okay. I'm an acolyte now.
Yep.
What's the standard armor value?
Standard armor is dexterity plus defense.
And if I were, because it says charisma, do I add the white lady's bonus?
I would say yes. The White Lady's bonus does account for that.
Okay.
What does your armor value hit at that value at that point?
If I go unarmored, My armor value becomes a 26.
26. Okay. Are you rounding down or
Whoa.
up for that value?
What do you mean?
The half of your charisma.
Oh, half.
Yes,
Wait, what?
half.
Really? Half?
Half charisma.
Half charisma. Okay, then it's a 20.
22. Okay. Yeah, because we round down. So, for the armor value, I should notate that in there because all of the classes round down.
Well, my charisma is an 8, so
Yeah.
I don't have to.
Yep,
Many
you don't have to
halves.
worry about rounds. Yep. All right. So just to remember that, I think there's a slot to write that in there on your character sheets. Let me double check here. AV. Okay, I'll edit that in here. It's going to be right above your stat block.
Well, you don't have to edit anything yet because I'm still technically wearing armor. I was just trying to figure what it would be.
And you said it was, let's see here, 4, let's see, 14, 4, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There. It's done. It's just there because if you shed your armor, it's good to have it quickly on hand. So it's done.
Okay.
All right. So you guys received the certificate.
And I kind of lean down a little bit in a calming, not threatening way.
Mhm.
What have you heard about me?
Go ahead and roll a charisma check just straight.
Like leaning a little closer. I want to know what he's heard about him too.
I say it in a female voice.
Oh no. You hear this strangely slightly higher pitched voice from him. And something about a necklace he is wearing resonates with that. Go ahead and take your, I think it's a +5 to your charisma.
Correct.
And this is just a straight check. Natural 1. Even
Wait,
with
was
that, it's a 16. Oh, well, I have heard that your recent exploits in Leand were successful, uniting Zaketh and Leand, and that is wonderful, opening some interesting trade routes, etc. Definitely good for business for my store, seeing as some of those countries actually have greater access to some of the jewels that we have. So, good things. Good things.
All good things. All good things.
I was looking for anything more specifically me. You were able to spot me as the leader.
I mean, of course, everyone knows that the 11-foot-tall man with scales is the one who's in charge of the party.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I meant no offense, madam. I am so sorry.
It's okay. He can be in charge.
Wait a second. You're a princess?
I'm not a princess. I'm like a noble.
While
Did we ever establish what my parents' title was?
Lord,
Lord. So my lady.
technically your mother is, but once she dies and you inherit the title from your father, should he retire, yes, you would technically be lady as well as a priestess or acolyte.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just. It's not no big deal. It's just a little like we have some land and some money and.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah, I have 2 lands technically.
While
Like
you're while your conversation is unfolding with this keeper, Vadoma, you would notice that you can hear the little clawed feet of a raven inching towards the door, and as the door opens and a customer comes or leaves, He just flaps outside.
I throw my net.
I would say Vidoma, because you're deep in a conversation. She
Okay,
kind of
fair
has
enough.
audio tabs on him at all times.
Oh, okay.
I just like kind of make a mental note, like, oh, I wonder where he's going, and then like, he'll be fine. Still trying to process that he referred to his land as having two, like, you know how like normally you just say like I have land and that just covers whatever the amount is, big or small, but he's like saying he has two lands, and she's like,
I'm a prince in one area and a king in another.
you're a king?
Technically, yeah.
When did this happen?
When I was 5.
When did the prince thing happen?
When I was born.
But,
I'm assuming I was 5, Joe, right?
It would have been closer to 6.
Okay.
Yeah, it was shortly before you met Oliver and the beginning of the campaign.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meanwhile, while this conversation is unfolding, Monroe, you've seen Vidoma's Raven. You know it's kind of new to the group and everything, but as you're walking down the streets, you have a number of receipts in your hand. You still have a number of smiths and other engineers to stop by to start ordering various parts and stuff to be manufactured. And out of the nowhere, a raven flutters to the top of your hat and hops down to your elbow. And just you get the idea. You recognize it. You know where it's from, but he's just there.
I'm gonna stare at him like,
I mean, that's better than what I would probably
everything
do.
okay?
Everything's fine.
Okay.
Tries to preen his ruffled neck feathers.
I kind of just gesture to my shoulder.
That's where he's sitting.
You said my elbow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, shoulder.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say, for the sake of him being with you for the rest of your transactions today, you're able to save. Go ahead and add another 10,000 gold to the party's purse.
Oh shit.
Wow.
He ends up helping
Okay.
you with parts. Seems it's for a raven.
10,000
For
gold.
yeah, no. 10,000 copper pieces. I am sorry.
I was gonna say like what?
You would have gotten the entire value of your tank back. No, you get 10,000 copper pieces back. For the total cost of your tank. Surprisingly enough, under his breath, the raven helps you with avoiding unnecessary parts and seems to have a decent engineer's knowledge for a bird. It's very odd.
I'm gonna bird nap you. That's okay. You're mine now.
All right, back to the jewelry shop. I just had to put that flavor in there. Back to the jewelry shop.
I'm sorry, he's mine now.
So King, that how? That's
How?
cool.
Oh.
Yeah, how did you become king?
The king was my master. He taught me everything I know about the shield.
Question quick, would you continue to stand idly in the jewelry
In the shop, of
Okay.
course.
There are quite a few people milling about around your large figure.
So, don't they like need you?
Say again?
Don't they need you?
Yes, they do. But almost all of them are slaves to the. Was it high elves or dark elves?
High elves.
The high elves.
We should rescue them.
I know. That's why I've been gathering people. I'm building an army.
Cool. I'm gonna be part of an army.
Well, we should probably leave the shop. Sorry for taking up space.
Anytime, sir. Anytime. Looking forward to your business in the future.
Yes, I'll be back. Oh, what's the word on the street? Anything going on lately?
We're definitely looking forward to the great race starting here in about a month and a half.
Ah, yes.
Some of the racers have actually started to revive. You might be lucky enough to see them on the streets.
I'm in it too.
I have heard, yes. I just wasn't going to make it too obvious. Congratulations! Rooting for you! Home team!
It's kind of weird.
Well, thank you. And I head out, watching the chandelier,
Okay.
ducking.
You start to move. You would have moved into it, and you're like, oh wait a minute. Yeah, right there. You move around it, making your way back out. Your Reinar is still there. All the nearby horses and carriages are still in one piece, thankfully.
Are they all spooked?
You can tell the horses next to that spot are keeping a very steady eye on this creature. You know, like the wide-eyed horse situation, slightly nervous.
Yes.
Doesn't want to lose a leg here.
I just kind of like, I can't think of another way to describe it. I'm just kind of like Indian style and be like, relax, and just like have my hand in like a sunrise motion.
Mm-hmm.
Relax to the other horses.
Okay, go ahead and make an animal handling check. If you want to make a skill off this one, you should say now.
I'm already burning through too many points.
Okay.
I'm about to go through a pretty scary place. I'm gonna need some points.
So the standard sex is a
26.
26. Heck yeah. The horse is kind of just waves his mane back and forth and goes back to its feed bag dangling there.
There we go. I unhook. Man, what did I name him? It was something scary.
I don't remember. It's just currently labeled as Reinar. Let me
No,
double check
he
here.
has a name. It's on it. Reinar. Apocalypse.
Oh, okay.
If you click on it, it shows
Got
you
it.
its
Yep,
name.
I see it. Yep.
All right. Do we need anything else for a party? We got jewelry, nice clothes.
Thank you for my present.
Oh, no problem.
Did I put that sheet underneath your character? Oh no, I didn't. Vidoma. Just gonna add the Sapphire Necklace. It doesn't have character art yet. Underneath your items. There you go. Sapphire Necklace. It's worth 1,500 copper pieces.
Oh.
On average, some bartering and handling, depending on the party, could raise or lower that.
Right.
Yep. Anywho, anywhere else you guys would like to go?
There's one thing I want to get.
Okay, go ahead, Oliver.
I want to go get a pickaxe.
Okay, pickaxe. Let me double check the weapons sheet because that's actually listed there. Game rules.
Try to find a really good, decent pickaxe.
I have an amazing pickaxe.
You have a good pickaxe, but do you have a really good pickaxe?
So, are you looking for like a durable pick, something with a higher durability rate?
Definitely something ain't gonna break.
Okay.
in one swing.
Yeah,
Panzer.
that was before we had the durability system and everything.
I have the silver pickaxe left.
Yeah. An actual pick is going to cost you 6 silver pieces. If you want to add the durability trait and double its durability from 100 to 200, since you are tier 2, I would allow you to, purchase something like that. Gonna add D100 onto its value for the durability trait. That would be 63 copper total. It's actually not that hard to find.
I'm guessing that's like the best pickaxe we can buy at this point.
That is currently the best pickaxe you have access to.
What is classified for my pickaxe? The silver pickaxe that I paid like
a-
double the price.
It's a
for the
fancy pickaxe. It looks cool.
Oh.
Yeah. And technically it's silver lined, so it would deal damage to werewolves.
Okay.
And vampires.
And just to let you know, I'm going next to a general store.
Okay.
I know Carl's doing a thing right now, but I just wanted to throw that in there too.
Yeah.
I've got some stuff to sell.
So is that good, Oliver? You're gonna add that to your, your wagon inventory?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Just an FYI, you're gonna have to declare that you're swapping that out for something else. The weight on that, I believe, was 5 pounds. So it's not a heavy pickaxe. But yeah, you would have to like literally shed your plate armor to be able to carry that. So
I thought I could technically go over a little bit. Just be encumbered.
technically, as of right now, you are carrying, loads of groceries. So yes, you are encumbered.
Oh.
Some of the various parts you were able to purchase and carry with you are already weighing you down, quote unquote. But yeah, you, Lily, Sue, your Raven, or your friend's Raven, are, all shopping together at the moment. And yeah, you have lots of cool stuff.
Well, I take all that back first, then.
Say what now?
I take all about first.
Sorry. Repeat that again. Speak up louder.
I take all that back first, then.
Okay, you take all that back to the house and go on another trip. All right. So, Panzer, general store. Let's see here. We'll just say the general store's over here. Oliver goes back over here for the time being. All right. So what are you shopping for or selling at the general store?
Hand axe.
Hand
I'm
axe?
selling.
You're selling a hand axe.
It says 4 silver on it.
4 silver. Okay. Now this guy is offering you physical money, not gems, as payment back. Are you interested in trading instead?
What? What kind of general goods does he have?
General store is going to have your typical tools, some weaponry, not high-level weaponry, but simple weaponry, canned food, little bit of everything, strings, ropes, climbing equipment, all kinds of stuff. Not high-level food or anything, but there would be some canned food goods.
Is there any seasoning? You know
Seasoning?
what? Canned food.
Okay.
Yeah,
Canned food?
I'll get some canned food.
All right. So let me pull up the canned food list. Let's see here. Meals and cost effects. So you would be able to pull up, said it's 5 silver for its value.
Yes. No, 4. 4
4
silver.
silver?
4.
Okay. You would be able to get 2 cans of canned stew meat, 2 cans of canned fish, or 2 cans of canned fowl, or one of any of those.
Which one's health?
Health points is temporary hit points is going to be canned stew.
I'll take 2 of those.
Okay. So
You know
can,
what? I'm actually gonna do points and temporary health.
Okay, so you're going to take 1 thing of canned stew and 1 thing of canned fish?
Yes.
Okay. So you've seen the list. We have you're only going to have common here because all of the rare stuff and the epic stuff need to be purchased near large bodies of water. So you're going to have salmon, lobster, archerfish, catfish, and crab, which is defense, observance, range, resilience, and resolve.
Oh, like skill points.
Oh, skill points. So canned chicken.
Okay, canned chicken.
All right,
Got it.
so 1 can of chicken and 1 can of stew.
Got it. Written down.
All right, so that's what you have. You can delete your hand axe.
I did, and I've added the 2 cans.
All right, perfect. Anything else?
Um,
I still feel like I owe you that $15, Ashley, because it's another shopping
shopping.
episode.
Did you get any texts?
Any what now?
Text?
Texts? I have it on silence. I've gotten a lot from my sisters and family.
I'll be right back.
Not specifically from you, John.
It says delivered to Joe.
Oh, literally just now got it. Oh.
Oh,
Some common instruments, yes.
okay.
What
is-
I feel like I'm being left out here.
This isn't something
So-
this isn't something you'd really need to, text. This is something we could talk about at table. We don't
Okay.
metagame here.
Okay.
You could find, a couple like wooden flutes, simple instruments, a panpipe. There could be a guitar or some kind of lute-like instrument. But
Okay.
if you really wanted a nice instrument, you would probably want to go to a dealer of instruments, someone who actually deals in instruments.
I'll ask him if there's anybody nearby. Do you have any instruments? Like nice instruments?
I have a guitar, but it's just a guitar. It's not anything special. There is a couple of brothers They live in the north end of town. They run an instrument store. Um, they're elves. They're known as the Yamaha Brothers.
Yamaha.
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 My word.
Hey, I gotta steal some ideas from somewhere. I'm gonna just go ahead and mark a point on the map for you guys. Just just draw a circle.
Joe, do you know what I'm looking for?
Don't know, but they're probably gonna have it if you're looking for it.
Oh, it's some
Um,
bagpipes.
Yeah, that's fine. They'll probably have it.
I'm going.
He gives you a point up here. You know, it takes 20 minutes to get there. But he sends you there shopping for instruments. You go in, and these guys have got all manner of instruments. You're talking about the high-end stuff that bards use: violins, cellos, metal flutes, silver flutes, brass instruments, lots of giant wooden boxes with lots of levers and stuff you don't know what they do, aka pianos.
Hey, can I carry one of those?
If you wanted to make a strength check, yes, I would allow the check, but those things weigh a heck ton.
Yes, I know.
We're talking
So
grand pianos here. So
that'd be hilarious, though. Just bringing a piano to a battlefield.
yeah. So you go in here. There's two brothers. One of them is sitting here. Got like a hammer and a little knob hooked up. One of these giant wooden boxes are opened up. You see hundreds of strings down in here. He's got felt or whatever just dangling out of it. It looks like it's a mess right now, but he's got his ear down to the soundboard, just hitting a note. Dum, moves the thing. Moves the lever just a little bit. Dun 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 dun, and he's tuning a piano basically.
As he's doing it, I walk over and kind of tap on like buttons.
If you would please, sir, please. Monsieur, I am in the process of a very delicate tuning. If you would be so kind.
Oh, I thought I
as
was
to-
helping.
No, I am trying to get the voice of the note sounding correct. Please and thank you.
The voice.
Goes back to dum dum. The other brother comes
Is
over.
there a shopkeeper here?
The other brother comes over. He's like, "If you could, sir, yes, right this way. I understand you looking for an instrument.
Yes.
What kind of instrument per se? You're about 20, 30 feet from this guy now. He's in the background, just still going that annoying single note, constantly being played over and over and over
Or
again.
Vadoma.
It is very annoying Vadoma. And you can hear what he's trying to do. There's that tiny little perfect pitch, and he keeps going just a little bit above, just a little bit below, and it moves up, and then it moves down, and it's just, oh.
Yes, I wanted to see if I could use an instrument.
I mean, certainly everyone is capable of using an instrument. Whether or not they will be exceptionally good at it will depend on the amount of practice that you put in, of course. Did you have
I'm
anything
looking
in mind?
a big instrument that I can carry around.
A big instrument that you can carry around. Well, there are plenty of pieces of brass instruments. They're good for marching bands and the other such like.
Going into battle with.
Into battle with probably not a brass instrument unless a smaller trumpet, but I don't think that will quite work for someone of your stature. Goes over to the shelf. There's all kinds of stuff. It is like multiples of the same thing over and over again. Goes to a box and pulls out this. It looks like someone haphazard together a bunch of sticks and cloth, and he picks it up and he goes, and just for a moment, and he just puts it on the counter. He's like, this is something that we don't get a lot of requests for, but considering
Clearly.
that it sounds terrible. Considering a person of your stature, this might be just the thing. This is something that comes from the Western continent. It's an import from Phoenicia. It is used, but we haven't actually had anyone interested in it in a while.
Where did you say it's from?
Phoenicia, yes.
I'll take it.
Oh, wonderful. Would you like me to explain how it works?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm going to at this point quickly climb off of Panzer
Okay.
and like move over to the guy annoyingly trying to tune something.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, yes. She just
And-
fixes it for him.
I want to like kind of like go up to him and like, hey sir, come here just for a second. Bend down, real quick.
Yes.
And grab his head on either side, like on either side of his head, like over his ears, and try to use heightened senses on him.
Okay.
To raise his. Would observance be what he needs, or like
Yes.
precision?
Yes.
Sensitivity.
Actually, he can hear it. He just can't hit it. So precision.
Okay, I'm gonna boost his precision.
Okay, go ahead and roll the check.
All right. Oh shoot! I lost it. Hold on. There you go.
23.
Yeah. You do that, and you just. It's a moment of look into my blind eyes, and he's like, "Get it right," and he's just like, yes, that's what I'm trying to do. Reaches over, hits the button again, and just happens to tap it just right. And he's like, that's it. That's it. Pulls out the felt, moves it again, hits another note, and you realize it's not going to stop. And it goes to another off note. You realize he is hitting the notes much faster now. And the notes are slowly scaling up the keyboard, but there's 3 strings for every note, and he has to make all of them sing in unison.
I just
Ashley,
like
you're amazing.
I just like glare at him annoyingly. Not that I can see him, but just like the glare look.
And as you're doing that, it's like, all right, these are a little bit large for me, but what you do is you have this pipe here, and he adjusts it to his length, and you put it in your mouth like so, and then you blow into it, but you let the bag fill up with air. And the bag slowly inflates, and he's like, okay. Then you take this little pipe going down out of here, and you find the notes you want, and then you use your elbow to squeeze the bag, and all of a sudden, and it starts draining out, and for the trained ear, it sounds terrible. But for your particular cultural background, you can hear the little whine of the slight notes fighting the notes of the actual bag's droning sounds, and it sounds heavenly.
Ugh.
There is definitely cat scratching the back of your mind right now, Vidoma.
Who's unsuccessfully killing a wild animal over there?
You get the idea, John. This is going to be an intimidation instrument.
All right, I'll take this. And I'm going to a fancy party. What kind of instrument should I show off with? It's a party with the Yakuza.
Oh. Well. Here's the thing. Okay, I'm thinking outside of game for a moment. You going for a little bit more colloquial or high end rich out of game?
I don't know that first word. Sorry.
Are you going for common folk or high end?
Oh, okay. Is there an in between?
Not really.
Gotcha. I'll see what they have in high end.
Okay. He takes you over to the largest base he can find, and he pulls out the largest bow he can find. And then he hands it to you, says, "Here, you sit down to play this." And then he pulls out another one that's much better sized to himself and strings the bow along these metal strings, or you get the idea that some of these are made from intestines, but they're really
Nice.
hard strings stretched tight over this black, glossy wooden finish. And he starts playing a cello.
I take the one he handed me and I kind of. Do I see anywhere I can sit down where I don't break anything?
Yeah, there's plenty of places to sit down. Yeah.
I sit down and hold it and try to copy what he's doing.
Okay. For this one, oh boy. I gotta look at your stats to see what could be applicably or properly applied to this instrument.
Totally strength.
No. I want to say dexterity, but I know it's really low.
It's my second lowest stat.
Yeah.
Charisma?
I'm gonna say precision. Because you're trying to
Okay.
hit unmarked notes. And it takes some precision. Go ahead and use a precision check to play a cello. As he tries.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Go ahead and mark off the proficiency point.
Yep.
You were built to play the cello. This is amazing. Vedoma, you're sitting over here amongst the constant dissonant notes slowly becoming resonant. You hear a very, very nice sound. It's almost a dark, brooding music, but it's got a subtlety and a smoothness. And you go over and you realize that sound is coming from where Panzer's sitting.
Oh. Wow.
And the elf is like, "Monsieur, you were made to play this instrument. You have talent."
Well, I am a prince.
Of course, sir. Natural talent in your blood. Wonderful. I tell you what. Your performance is so wonderful, I feel bad charging you full price for these items. Let me see what I can talk to my brother about and perhaps bring down the prices. And he leaves you to play, and finally the piano stops. And they go behind the counter and they're looking at their books, seeing where they
And
can...
I'm continuing. I haven't stopped. It's like I just kept going.
Yeah.
Figuring different tunes.
All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna just look this up online and see how much a large base costs.
And cello is CELLO, right?
Yes. Actually, it's CELLO. I don't know if that's what you asked.
That's what it said.
Okay. I'm only half there when I'm researching. Okay. Ha! They actually have the Yamaha brand. That's great. All right, you're looking okay for the acoustic one. All right, so he comes back to you. Well, after careful consideration, let's see here. I need to bring up my calculator so I just math right correctly the first time. The cello, the bass, would come to about 42 gold pieces.
And the one from Phoenicia?
Yes. Oh, I almost forgot that one. Dang it. Gotta bring it back up again quick.
It is.
I go bagpipes and it takes me to Walmart.com. I'm like, what the fudge? Why is Walmart selling bagpipes?
There's nothing they won't sell.
This is true.
Let's see here. Surprising how inexpensive bagpipes are at Walmart. That's hilarious. These things are cheap enough. I might be interested in trying these things out because I actually have always liked them. All right, yeah, bagpipes are not expensive at all. You could
And
get
they're
one.
used.
You could get one for like 10 silver pieces, and that's with a discount.
Okay.
So a gold piece. So 43 gold pieces value for the entire transaction.
How many copper pieces?
43. That would be 4,300 copper pieces. You there, John? Did you have a heart attack?
I'm sorry. I'm doing a lot of math. I'm
Okay,
using
gotcha.
different gems.
Yep.
See if I have enough. But I think I would.
Just might as well pull up that gem value chart.
47 time. Okay, with just the amber, I'm at 2,800.
On that average value?
At the high value, it's 2,820.
Okay.
So it's 5 copper between highest and average.
Okay. So you're about halfway there, or just a little over halfway there with the ambers.
Right. Okay. We got opals.
I think I'm going to have to write that in as a permanent rule. Different instruments use different stats to play them.
With just my opals, I'm at 1,200 with the highest.
Opal is a difference of 20 copper pieces with the
Correct.
1,200. So you have 12 of them.
I have 12, correct.
So let me math here quick. If we need to reach 4,300, and we have, I'm just going to, how many ambers do you actually have?
Okay, I'll give you everything I have. All right, I have 47 ambers.
Okay.
12 opals.
Okay.
26 citrine, and I'm broke.
Okay. So that's, and you do know that the party does still have diamonds in the party's purse area. Just an FYI.
Yes, this is my personal fund.
Yep.
This is something I don't want to dive into the group's money.
Okay.
I'm
You
trying
want some
to do this
help?
on my. I'm gonna see if I can get it first. Okay.
Okay.
Now, last one.
Okay. So citrines are not worth. Those citrines are worth 20. You said how many citrines?
I have 26.
26 times 20 equals 520. So we'll memory add that. Clear. And then we have, you said 45 ambers?
47
47
ambers.
times 55, because the dark update makes it impossible to read these.
Highlight
So
it all.
memory plus
Highlight.
that. All right. And then the opals,
Opals, I have 12.
12 times 80 equals 960. Memory plus brings memory to 4,065 average value. And 45, 300. Okay, so go ahead and roll a charisma check with barter and haggle abilities.
Okay.
And I just actually go ahead and roll a charisma check first to see if you can have these guys deal in charisma.
All right. I'll throw in a female voice as well.
Okay.
Though we should probably put some charges on that.
Okay, I need you to beat a 19.
Huh.
And a
16,
16 plus
17,
5
18,
would
19,
be 21.
20,
All right.
21.
Yep. All right. So go ahead and roll your barter and haggle quick.
24.
Standard check. I thought that was a skill. Is it not a skill?
It is a proficiency through my race. Barter and
Okay.
haggle.
All right, but you're just making a standard one. Okay. 19. Okay. Rolled high enough. Yes, you can delete all of your gems from your inventory, and you have a large black cello, and you have a set of large bagpipes.
Okay. I made it.
But you broke.
Yes, I'm broke.
I'm going to go ahead and just label the Yamaha Brothers, because why the heck not?
Got it. Ah. Well, do you need anything else for the party?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, let's head back to the house, get changed, and I guess arrive early. Does that work for you?
Sure. I gotta ask though, Panzer. What's with the voice change?
Oh, you noticed that, huh?
She wasn't there. This is gonna be classic.
What is that?
You see, when I talk in a female voice, people like me more. I guess because I'm less intimidating.
Weird. So you just do that all the time now?
No, just when I really want something.
Okay. Cool, I guess. So you're gonna play that monstrosity.
I'm thinking about it. I think it'd be kind of cool.
Well, if we can't kill them fast enough with our swords, maybe we can make them bleed out of their ears.
Don't you have really sensitive ears?
I do. That's why I know it'll work. Don't worry, I'll bring your plugs.
Okay, maybe we'll stop and get some.
all I can hear in my head is Bugs Bunny. Everyone's a musicator.
For the record, out of game, I actually love the bagpipes. Noma would just sound like noise to her. At least until she gets used to it.
And I love that was in the lore, by the way. Go. I love that.
Yep.
Why don't you go ahead and tell Vadoma my idea? Our idea.
Okay. So the idea is when you guys finally slay a dragon, take the guts, take the horns, and make a dragon bagpipe set.
Oh no.
I'm gonna be wearing a kilt.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I've been
I love
sitting
it.
here. I've been sitting here stirring, wanting to tell you.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I know. The question is, though, what color is the kilt?
Oh. Oh, that's a good question.
Or what is the kilt made out of? I mean, these are the questions I can't sleep at night with.
Oh man.
That's awesome.
I now we have to go find a dragon.
Let's level up a little bit.
What? Level who? We're ready now.
I mean, I heard what happened to the last party that went to go fight a dragon.
They killed it?
They died.
They killed it.
Oh.
All right, so you're walking down the street. You've exited the Yamaha Brothers shop.
Yep,
You
I
got
grabbed my mount.
the cello over your shoulder. You got bagpipes. You got them hanging at your waist. You guys are just sauntering down the street. And let me do something here. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. All right, 6. Give me a roll. I need to add one folder here. There we go. Okay. Give me a D6 roll, Oliver, or I'm sorry, not Oliver. Panzer or Vadoma. One of the two of you. D6 roll.
I'll do it. 5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why did it have to be them? Okay. As you are walking down the street, you see a familiar group, Panzer. All of them are mounted on Clydesdale large horses. Massive, like almost like incense lantern pauldrons on their armor. Their helmets up. The banners of the trichotomy are waving in the wind as these 7 virtues are riding down the streets on their mounts.
And I'm heading straight towards.
You're going opposite directions on the same street.
Yes.
What would you like to do? You do not have to interact with them if you do not want to.
We might have combat up ahead. Just a heads up.
Combat?
Combat?
Hang
Combat?
on.
I had. How are they organized? Are they in like a triangle? It makes sense.
There would be 7 of them, so 1 in the lead, and then 3 abreast behind them, 2 deep.
Sure, I head straight towards them.
Okay. Roll a charisma check.
Sure.
These are the 7 virtues, so I'm going to give them a plus. 6, 12. The leader would get d16 plus 6. So
Is this intimidation?
18, 9, 2d10 plus 12.
Please say-
Yeah, you can be
please-
intimidating if you want. You can have advantage because of your mount because of intimidation.
It's a 30, natural 20.
Okay. So they would have automatically had a plus 12 and 9, so 21. They're quite intimidating walking down the street. Natural 20 with your mount and your stature. You're riding directly for them in the middle of the street. The 7 virtues split. 5 on one side, 2 on the other, and they walk around you as you ride down the street.
I don't even look at them. I just keep going straight.
That's epic.
So, what just happened? I feel like you were being really scary, but I don't know why.
I had confrontation with them.
Who are they?
The 7 virtues?
Virtues, huh?
Yeah. Oh, who did I meet?
Go ahead and make a knowledge check for history, Miss Ashley.
Me?
Yes. You may have heard of these people.
Yeah. Knowledge.
13.
13.
That is the bare minimum of value of success. So I'm going to say you have heard of the 7 virtues. You know that they work for the church. They are knights in its order. They are typical holy warriors. But beyond that information, that's pretty much all you know.
Okay.
I start telling her what happened.
And you get unfolded for you the events of the one-shot at which you were playing, I think, Anya.
Yeah. Oh. Wow, they all sound like jerks.
Yeah.
I didn't meet them. Virtues. I bet I could purify them all, and then they'd be like Bob.
Oh,
Ugh.
yes. I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
All right, Oliver. So as you guys are on your way back to the house, Oliver, as you are walking through town, I want you to roll a d6 minus 1.
Okay. That's a very.
3,
That's a 3.
2. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. So as you are walking, there are a number of look like sickly beggars along the side of the road, and I'm just going to drag you
Kind of close.
over here.
No.
So you're gonna want to zoom in on your character because I'm gonna drop some characters on the table. You see what
Zoom in onto
looks
my
like a
character.
warrior
Oh.
dressed in armor with a face mask. You see a tall man carrying what looks like a Thark rifle, completely wrapped up in bandages.
Mm.
You see what looks almost like a zombie, but you realize his face is just a mess of open sores and wounds. And his nose is missing. And
Lovely.
then a man who looks somewhat, you can't tell if it's a woman or a man, but his build indicates that he's a man. But he has a golden plate over his face, kind of strapped onto it. And these people are on the side of the road begging. They look pitiful. They look sick. Go ahead and roll me a knowledge check in the medical region.
Oh god.
26. Okay. You're able to identify these are lepers.
The fuck are leopards?
Oh, lepers. Lepers.
Like leprosy back in the day.
Leprosy. It's still a disease that still exists today. The essence of the disease is you lose your ability to feel. Pain no longer occurs. If you get burnt, you don't know it. If you are injured or you have a wound, you can't tell. And the end result ends up your body starts decaying and becoming infected. Oftentimes people lose fingers, toes, noses, sometimes eventual hands, and eventually death from overexposure to disease occurs. And these people, they're considered filthy. People don't like to mess with them, but you do see that occasionally what looks like a good-hearted person will walk by and at a distance, kind of toss a coin into the bowl in front of them.
Pass a coin to your witcher.
That's exactly what I thought of too.
Now they do carry weapons. Like this one here, he actually wears gold-plated armor. The ones they do have bandages on parts of their hands, wraps around their bodies, trying to manually cover up any injuries that they have or hide from exposure any injuries that they or stop or prevent any injuries that they might receive. But they each look in various levels of bodily decay. Do you wish to interact with him, or are you going to continue walking down the street?
That sounds pretty infectious, though.
I mean, we could cure it.
Yeah, well.
We've got Vadoma now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying go give them a hug, but I mean, still keep your distance. But I think you should be fine.
No, how is it by touch spread or
It is
do I know?
go ahead and roll on. With a 26, you would know that the disease usually spreads by touching anything that they touch, or touching themselves is a potential way to transfer the disease. Getting too close and having, if they're missing lips and they're trying to talk to you and they're spraying spittle, having that in the air is a potential way of getting it too. So there is levels of knowledge of potential infection, but with your level of knowledge, you would know that there is probably a good chance that as long as you're careful, you probably wouldn't get infected just by being in their presence or talking to them.
I can make a cure for it. That'd be amazing, but
They have only found ways of treating it nowadays. There's still no cure for leprosy, even in modern medicine.
okay.
You do have, in this medieval steampunk setting, you do know that these people, once they discover that they have leprosy, usually move away from their loved ones unless they're extremely wealthy and live in entire towns that consist of lepers. And those are considerably shunned from society. Meanwhile, Ashley, could I have you jump up to the Among Us brand just to ask you a question? I'm going to give you an option to sit here and brood on your decision quick. Yeah, just jump up to the Among Us. I need to ask you a verbal question quick.
Okay.
Okay, so question. In the instance that you would be asked... Oh, my God. Background noise. It's like there's a fan running in the background. Okay.
Me?
Yeah, there was some weird feedback there for a second. I don't know what it was. In the event that you would be requested to heal someone like this, going with the justice themes that we have moving forward, would it be viable to say that you would first judge them to see if they are worthy of being healed first?
Vidoma doesn't typically think like that. She kind of has the mind of a surgeon, like the do no harm thing as far as when it comes to sick people. So if she can fix it, she will.
Okay. Just wanted to know that moving forward with the themes of your character.
Yep.
That's it. I'll move back.
Yeah, she's not thinking like, justice or whatever. Like, oh, somebody's sick, I'm gonna make them better.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move back to the main page then.
Okay.
Don't know.
All right. That's it. Took that care out of the way. All right.
Whoa.
Yeah, when you
was
transfer back, it's definitely giving like a fan blowing on the microphone feedback. That's odd.
Me?
Yeah. I think it's
I mean,
just
I
think it's just part of transferring. I think it's resetting the sound. It's resetting the sound sensitivity, I think is what it is.
sorry.
It's not your
Okay.
fault. I think it's just a program problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's gone.
Can y'all still hear it?
Oh,
Nope.
put in a silver.
No,
Negative.
it's
gone.
only for a few seconds after you transfer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put a silver down.
Okay. Let's see here.
Walk
I'm gonna
off.
look at their. All right. The one who looks slightly effeminate with the gold plate, he nods to you. Thank you, stranger.
It
Blessings
may not be
upon
much, but maybe it'll be enough for something.
you. Your kindness is much appreciated.
I wish I could say get better, but may the best come to you.
And to you.
Kind of
And
nod my head down.
okay. And you continue down the street. All right. So I'm gonna just go ahead and remove those guys from the map then quick. And is everyone good for their various errands that they were going to run?
Yeah.
As far as I know, yeah.
All right.
I mean,
so-
Vidoma still needs to get changed. Other than that,
okay. Eventually, you make it back to the house. I'm going to go ahead and drop you guys back onto the homestead. There we go. There's room for you to get changed. Your Raven apparently has been keeping Monroe company this afternoon.
Okay.
Hops back on your shoulder when you meet up again. He remains silent.
Kind of like wait for him to say something, and then when he doesn't, like, heavy sigh. Did you have fun?
Would I had more fun with you?
About that.
Just hops on a table as you enter the house.
Are you always gonna be a bird?
Is it okay if I change?
I don't care what you do.
All right, who all's in the house at this point?
I would be.
Okay.
I'd be in the workshop, wherever the fuck that's at.
All right, so that's being finished up. Juliana, Tanya, Panzer, you guys see this
Put myself on the
raven.
map.
There we go. You guys see this raven turn into, for lack of a better skin tone, a scruffy-looking goblin craftsman. He just... that feels better.
I draw my sword.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No hostilities. Just didn't want to feel like a bird right now.
Transformations happen outside, not inside the house.
I'll remember that. Okay. I'll fix that. Okay. He wears like he has like a craftsman's leather apron. You can see some kind of strange hose off a tank off his back going to some kind of strange handheld device. Probably you working with Oliver. You have seen people use blowtorches before. This is an oddly shaped blowtorch. Kind of has a welder's helmet kind of strapped onto his waist. Kind of looks scruffy.
I sheath my sword and walk up to him. Hi, I'm Panzer.
Leander, nice to meet you. So, I just sits down at the table.
He's old friend.
I drop to the ground, just poof. Is he your boyfriend? And like
he just
and I take my
elbows kind of
elbows
leans
to the
back in
ground.
his chair, puts his hands behind his head, and just kind of smiles like, "Yep, here we go."
Just kind of heavy sigh, and I go like sit close to Panzer. I'm like, okay, look, so this is really hard to explain because he's
He's your husband?
no
Fiance.
no. He used to be, and he died, I guess. Okay. So, do you remember how I told you guys a really long time ago that someone tried to kill me?
Yes, him.
Yeah. It turns out it wasn't him, but he won't tell me who it was.
I'll handle this. I pick him up by his jacket and I start just dragging him into this room and shutting
Whoa,
the door.
whoa!
Wait!
Babe, help me out here!
I shut the door.
Hey! Listen. I got my reasons here, okay? Just dangling from his shirt collar. He's like, listen.
And I open my mouth and I slowly put him into my mouth.
Okay, listen. Okay, this is really not helping the situation.
Panzer!
You could eat me, and she could bring me back in like a week.
Don't
Okay?
eat me! Don't eat him!
But it would hurt.
Just pounding, thump on the door. Listen, I have my reasons, and I've died once. Okay, I'll die again for this cause. Okay, just let's avoid teeth in my guts, please.
I make sure no teeth touch him and I swallow him.
Oh no!
Panzer! Like banging on the door.
I need
He's a goblin.
I
right?
need a
He's
strength
small.
check. Yes, you could technically swallow him.
Okay. I'm not trying to kill him. I'm just trying to scare him.
It's a contended strength check. So I'm going to pull up Leander here, considering. Oh, my word. This is not where I thought this was going to go.
Panzer!
Just small fists pounding on the door.
Okay, just like out of game. I am so sorry, Ashley.
No, this is fine. I love this. This is amazing.
16 to 24. He's holding on to the end of your nose. His ankles are down your throat. He's like, no! Help!
My tongue is like slapping him. Pop, 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 pop. And then I take the spear and I'm like, hey, not with the tip end, the blunt end, push him down the throat.
He swallowed. He is swallowed.
And then there's just a loud.
He's currently
Panzer.
currently in your stomach.
Tap twice when you're ready to tell me. I'm like, okay, I'll make this fun. I start jiggling my whole
Oh my
body.
god.
Oh,
I'm just like vibrating like a snake.
okay, make a charisma check. This is gonna be tough. Let's see, charisma. This is
Drink the charisma potion.
Resolve of 19. Oh dang. $11.
This is intimidation, so technically it would be a 16.
You get with your medical knowledge and everything. Okay, so 16. Still, he rolled a 19. With your medical knowledge, it gets to the point where you know he's either suffocating or dying in there, and he's okay with that. He is bound to his conviction. He is not going to tell.
I open my mouth and grab a foot. Very careful with my teeth.
Oh, dangling.
And back in.
Yes.
No. Strength check. Strength check again. Strength.
I knew it.
I waited for the breath.
23.
This guy is strong.
He is. He is very strong for his size.
21.
He's actually got 2 points less than you on strength value. 21 to 23. He's holding on to the nose again. You're like grabbing claws into nostrils, like, no! 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 Dude, come on! You do not want to see what Vadoma can come if she finds out who tried to kill her.
And spear again. Thunk.
Gets about to that point when he could start suffocating again.
Have him roll another charisma.
Yeah. I can do this all day.
Go ahead and roll your charisma check. Oh, dang. 9.
Ooh.
Roll high, Panzer.
Natural 16, 26. Okay.
Well, no, technically it's a 15 because it's intimidation.
Still.
Hmm.
Okay. Still. He rolled a freaking 8 or 9, okay?
Okay.
You
Okay.
won. You won.
Okay.
As the high priest, please don't tell her, okay? She has enough darkness in her soul that she's trying to get rid of, okay?
Hey,
She does not need to be consumed by revenge over this.
hey, I got bad news. Hey, I got bad news.
He's just wiping saliva and acid off of his face.
He has really good ears.
I know. Just
I'm like, I
go ahead
got you.
Go ahead and
I
roll
pick
an
him up.
Go ahead and roll an observance check against his stealth, Ashley, just to see if he can pull it off. What the,
I also
what the heck? No, why did it roll D4 on top of that?
I would like
Okay, I
to
see
use
it.
analyze to see if he's lying.
That would be an observance check, and I don't think analyze would count for that. I'll go ahead and let it slide. Go ahead, observance check, and you can make an insight analyze skill. Natural one. Vadoma, you do hear it. I'm not even gonna make you roll against that one. He natural one.
Okay.
A 14, so it's a fail.
Okay. Yeah, he
Just
seems
letting
to,
you know.
he seems to be telling the truth. He's
Okay.
hard to read.
I-
He's covered in stomach acid.
I pick him up and I lick it off of him.
No, his tank is now missing black paint. It's now kind of shiny brass.
That's a weird taste.
Let's see here. Go ahead and roll 4d16 acid damage for me.
Me?
Yes.
My blood's not acid anymore.
No, your stomach is.
Oh.
You swallowed him. You are a large creature. It's a d16 damage.
Yikes. 6?
No, 3. So 6, 7, 8, 15. All right. So he goes down to 49 HP. There we go.
I fix him up. Medical bag.
You're an asshole. You know that?
You don't understand how important that question is. Well, you might.
Yeah, I do.
How long have you been protecting her?
About 6 weeks now?
Yeah. You know how long I've been protecting her?
Hey, I knew her when she was still a kid running around on the streets, not able to see the wind inside of her face. You know,
You should have done
the
a better
rock
job
under her feet.
You should have done a better job protecting her.
Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes everybody can't be perfect.
I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm not skilled in it anymore, correct?
That is correct. So a d16, so
So it's
16
16.
HP. 49 plus 6 puts him back up to 50. 65, that puts him back up to just under full HP.
That's perfect.
Actually, no, that's 64, so it's full HP. Just going to notate that he has a maximum of 64. There we go.
Well, pick him up, dust him off, still holding him, open the door, and I put him exactly the way he was in the chair. Like nothing happened. I get back on the ground, I put my elbows on the ground, and staring back at Vadoma. Hey, Vadoma, sorry about that.
You just see she's sitting there in the middle of the floor, and her whole body looks like a deflated balloon, just slumped, kind of blank staring. Not that she can actually stare because she can't see you, but head down. Hey.
You get a look from Leander as he's taking the tank off his back and he's starting to clean it off. And you just get a look of him, and he's telling you, Panzer, I told you so. The look on his face is just saying that.
Grab my cello, and I'm going to try to make a skill.
Okay.
Close to mind control, more of an emotion. I'm going to try to change the emotion in the room.
Okay.
It's
Go
called
ahead.
feelings.
Oh.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a precision check, since that's the stat for the instrument. And remember to use the @skill macro when you do write the official skill instead of the number.
I haven't yet.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep things going. 17.
Okay. 17 is a minimal success. What kind of mood do you want to change it to?
Determination.
Vadoma, I will let you decide how that alters your mood. Or you can roll a resolve check against it if you wish.
And I'm just going to say, it's like the Pirates of the Caribbean theme song.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay. She kind of sniffles, wipes tears away. There's a definite mood change. For sure.
I mean, I knew I couldn't go full happy, so I had to go close to where your emotion was already at.
I'm gonna kill him.
Get in line. Mine first.
Um, I need to write a letter. Where's Alexander? I need to write a letter.
I'm right here. Just a giant panda plushie walks up.
Gosh, I totally forgot about him.
Just sitting there. He's got some wires hooked up to his little fishing reel electricity winder. He's currently recharging himself.
Okay. She would just start, like, right in the middle of the room, in full view of everybody, start dictating a letter detailing what she knows, which is not a lot at this point, just that for some reason, apparently the high priest tried to stab her to death. And go ahead.
Would you like to write it up while we're taking a break? Because it's about 10:30. We haven't taken a break yet. We started about 8. And we're still planning to go to midnight.
I can write it up really quick.
Okay. All right. So
Before we cut it,
okay.
I'm gonna make a quick question to him before I forget. How do you know this?
Because I can see him, and he was the one that killed me that night. As a note, Panzer, you can sense that he's come back from the dead. He's almost a disembodied spirit with a mortal form wrapped around it, but you do not feel the urge to kill him. You do not feel the urge to send him back to send him to the afterlife, and it is a unique and unknown feeling that you have never felt before.
It's interesting. I don't feel the need to reap you. Why is that?
Probably because she brought me back.
Interesting. Sorry, not a fan of secrets. I hand him a piece of jerky.
He takes it. He's not going to turn down food.
It's Panzer's form of an apology.
Aww.
All right, from there, let's go ahead and take our break. I want to come back and start the soiree. So just, if we come back and you guys have something you need to do before the soiree starts,
Okay.
let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself in Discord, and I'll see you guys at 10:45. That's 15 minutes from now.
Okay. Sorry if I derailed stuff.
No, you're fine.
Sorry.
It's story. I don't like to rail people.